wako chini mbona moshi uenda juu mwishi mesha kideja vu kisi kiswati maisabu mbona kwe mpole bonga cheki kusinya fungua roho monyeshe kidole songa utalipa kugonga onga ni fungua roho na kama kwa hiyo talk ni cheap beni ya jioni unaweza afford karibu kubonga ni free fungua roho na kama kwa hiyo talk ni cheap beni ya jioni unaweza afford karibu customer inaitwa lip service karibu customer lip service.
Yeah, kubonga ni free, story needs a babe on a tree. Chali udai kukufana mi, kunipata zi, kunyonga ni free. Kubonga ni free, ongeza hug, ongeza matits, uneza blitz, shoga ni cheap. All day, every day. Painting bado yeni chope, 20, anasema ninaka 20. I hope utabaki your talk, when nimezoza nimebaki your pops. My life what your god I sought, highlight kuna daina import. Na wambienti chika side zote, venye nimerudi kuna watu nimeshock. Wango mingi ukibonga unachoke, hiyo chiti originally props. Biti kikam na iwash, beef letter ila ram ni pork. Madame wanna run na roll, but the real men wanna buy my bow. Them cannot come for me. When you see me, know you're rocking with a badass beat. Mumbling na wanga petty. Kinsengea sisa hakusema wangeshi.
Kubonga ni free, fungua roho na kama kwa hiyo talk ni cheap beni ya jioni unaweza afford. Karibu customer inaitwa lip service. Karibu customer lip service. Kubonga ni free, fungua roho na kama kwa hiyo talk ni cheap beni ya jioni unaweza afford. Karibu customer inaitwa lip service. Karibu customer lip service. Sijisumbua na mlena nibishi na moni anapeana kwa wingi 90/50 na jengesha wiki na sita mbigi na shikia misiri na split your plate mande mwalianza na mimi niko chini ya utaja na sort ngumu relate watu wanakimbiza ulimi na mbaya tutaku kwa plot boss madam ndani ya kibok na kaa mimboka ni god na farm ziki ni ugali kipande ya force mafanzo na plini kidrop madam.
I keep it classy, I'm not just anyone. How quick check you, guess in a family. Fuck your feelings, fuck your opinions. Boss some business, you chat na minions. Look on the safi na see at ni video shoot. Bado na shangani nini mi udu. Moshi ni ya ganja na lika ni soup.
Kubonga ni free, fungua roho na kama kwa hiyo talk ni cheap beni ya jioni unaweza afford. Karibu customer inaitwa lip service. Karibu customer lip service. Kubonga ni free, fungua roho na kama kwa hiyo talk ni cheap beni ya jioni unaweza afford. Karibu customer inaitwa lip service.
Power of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Feel the hits. Feel the freshness.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mambo VP, how are you guys doing? Karibu to the reaction time. 17:17 on the dot. What's happening on your end? It is the last day of the month. Let me know where you are tuned in from. Karibuni to another beautiful episode of the reaction time. And of course, do remember we are live on YouTube. So if you're joining us on YouTube, welcome. Take a chill pill, interact with us. We're also live on the radio. For you to get our app nice and easy, please go and download it on the Google Play Store. If you have an Android phone, check it right now. Go and download it. The name of the app is called the Black Hot Fire Network. But of course, if you also have an iPhone, you can also go and listen to us via our website at www.blackhotfirenetwork.com. But this is of course the brief reaction time. We are live every Tuesday and Thursday from 4:30 to 5:30, sometimes from 5 to 6. But karibuni, keep it locked. They call me SHT, the money plans. I'm your captain every Thursday, but of course I'm also joined by Joby and Kvmlesh this day.
Wagwan, good afternoon, grand rising, whatever the time is on your end, and catching you live and on replay. Hope you get to enjoy. My name is Joby and welcome to Reaction Time. You know how I do it, so hit that like button and enjoy the show. Kvmlesh,
the one and only.
what are you having?
Ugali,
Why
man.
do you have a plate on our show?
Because I was hungry and I wanted them to react to my eating skills.
What?
Yeah.
You should see them. They have reacted to my eating skills. It was so bad.
Shout out to you. I don't really care.
Keith says I eat super fast.
Oh yeah, military man.
I know. Come on.
tulipelekwa shule zingine huko na time ya kukula hadi na
Hata si issue, I think maybe could grow up. But anyway.
Oh yeah, because you know, ukislake you by doing a back in jar, you know. But yeah, it's the one and only Kvmlesh, right here, hanging out with the amazing duo, trying to be, you know, a good backup to this conversation, because I know we're going to be reacting to some really messed up stuff. You know, over the last few weeks, I have not been having a good time on any of these shows, by the way. Ni uchawi, na uchawi.
You're traumatized.
But
Sorry.
but then me have become nunuzi.
You've been saying that Kvmlesh in every show. Every show, kila siku umekubali. Umesema tununue na tuuze, si ndio? I get where you're coming from, but mko aje though? How are you guys doing?
I'm good personally. I can't complain. Ending July with a grateful heart, gratitude, literally happiness. I'm just at peace where I am, and I can't wait for just nothing but better. Yeah. What is promised ahead if it's not better? Yeah, so me, I'm good. My month has been amazing. Yeah, ready for August.
Kvmlesh, how are you?
It's been a cold month, man.
It's been a cold month too.
Yeah.
As I was saying, I've not been wearing my slutty dresses for like 2 months, which I really miss a lot. Because the time natoka hapa is like really freezing.
It's baridi.
Yeah.
So like, now imagine if it's cold when I live. What about you? You know, but yeah, my month, it's been cold, man. So I'm glad to see it go.
Yeah.
I hope for warmer weather. You know, like, who doesn't like to see girls in shorter dresses, right? Mbona wanavaa sahi ma trench coat na manini.
Inabidi tu kivaa hivyo bado unajifunika.
Bana, na hatutaki wajifunike, like tutese. Okay, we are ready.
Yeah.
Tutese. So we pray for warmer weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. My month has been okay too. I can't complain. Been an easy month. Yeah, I'm just glad to actually attack August in a very fully bad way.
I was to ask you, how is it that your line is operating and yet it was hacked? Like, how are you able to operate still Safaricom app? Because if your line is hacked, it's completely not supposed to be operating, not even on Safaricom app.
My line is actually working on the app because
How?
when it was hacked, it wasn't working, right? So I called Safaricom. All right. So after calling Safaricom, they actually gave me a way to change. So I changed all my details on the app, and then I didn't actually have the line.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the line with me. It's on my phone, but I can't put it on because I don't want to use it. So I'm just using the app.
Because if they got access to your money, isn't that dangerous still?
But
Like,
I
you said
changed
your
my
money
details.
Okay.
Yeah, I changed
With
my
a
details.
Safaricom line or the line you have?
No, I changed my details with the line.
A different line?
No, the same line.
So you can change your
So
password.
you can change your password. You know, when the line
Yeah.
wasn't working, right? If you call them, they told me that that line can't access. I can't access it. So I have to give my details to prove that was my line.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can change your details. So they gave me an option of transferring to a new line.
Don't you feel that's a threat still? The fact that you've been hacked?
It is what it is. Instead of having a new line of Safaricom, I don't want Safaricom. So I'd rather just have it on my M-Pesa. Yeah, so literally. That's what is happening on my end.
It was just to ask, to inquire, to learn, because I was wondering.
Yeah, that's how it works. You can actually transfer your details to a new line, or you can actually change your details.
Okay.
Yeah. But they will help you to actually do that from their end.
Okay.
Alright, so just as we start to react on the videos of today, I have a couple of videos over here on TikTok. A few of them, Kvmlesh usidhali, leo sitakusumbua. I'm not gonna traumatize you.
Wow. No uchawi at least. What?
Yeah. Don't worry.
It's been acting negative.
So the first video I have here is of a girl. I don't know. Her name is Lady Kiki. I think Lady
Shout to
Kiki.
her.
Okay. Sijali change skin color or whatever.
Yeah, I've been talking about Lady Kiki for like a while. She was such a dark-skinned, beautiful lady, like Milinja from TikTok. She was really like dark than the way even she looks right now. The complexion she's trying to come back from too. She was like really fine, melanin Sudanese dark. Then I don't know influenced within Tanzola and all those people, she started skin bleaching because people, I think, apparently started trolling her, telling her she's dark, so I think she took the negative comments to heart and she started bleaching. So she's been, I think, away from Kenya, I think, for the last, I think, a month so far.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been away, and because
So she's an influencer.
she's now an influencer.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been for a minute. She's the one, she owns Vetments Kinoti, the shop. Vetments by Kinoti, which I've seen so many girls, including you.
Near
Shop, yeah,
Manguo. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
so she's been away, I think, for a month. So I think maybe Akubeba skincare products. I don't know what happened.
Amerudi kali
Yeah,
black.
like she's changing sasa uko kwenye yako. So people
okay.
started talking about it again. Ako like, nah, I'm just coming back now to my real skin tone. I just saw there's no benefits in that. So yeah, shout to
But
I
hata
like that
ukiacha
stuff.
kubleach, it doesn't go back. You see the way Vibes is? You cannot get back your melanin.
She did not bleach those sana. She just started.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay, so I met her today on TikTok, and she was just speaking about her experiences as a black girl, a dark-skinned woman, and how people used to actually call her out. Anasema, I don't know, she's saying people used to call her out talking about, oh, you're black, mbona uko na your accent? Dark-skinned women are not supposed to talk like that. Dark-skinned women are supposed, unajifanya na unajua wesi light skin and stuff like that. Of course, I'm not actually talking about or promoting bleaching and stuff like that, but the experiences people get. Me, I've actually been open enough to talk about how I have faced colorism as a black woman, and the first time I actually got it, it was super crazy for me. Ni kitu sikuwa na expect. Na kuna kitu I don't know, my first time kuna nilisikia vibaya. Like nilisikia vibaya because I've never known that type of stuff exists. Unajua, I'm just like super innocent, nimeenda hii job. Alafu naona kila mtu anachaguliwa kwa hii job ni light skin. Wanakuja wanasema light skin. And then they don't say light skin, wanakutap, we songa. Only to realize the people wenye wamewachwa nyuma ni dark skin people. So that's when I learned, oh my god, so this kind of thing exists. Unajua, and it makes you feel like you want to question yourself. Unajua, like kwani mimi si mrembo hivyo, ama mimi sifai kupata hiyo kazi, ama kitu kama hiyo. Unajua, so for me I ingeni push. I think for me it boosted my confidence, because I was like, man, I need to prove to these people that. And then the worst thing ilikuwa Joby ya promo ya pombe. Ilikuwa promo ya pombe.
Ulimuona Joby ya promo?
Sikuwa na pesa Kvmlesh. Niko kampo, the heck. Sina do.
You trying to get this money?
I'm trying to get, and then my friends wenye wanafanya hizo, ukienda kwao unashangaa tuko shule moja kweli. Unajua like akona leather seats, akona TV, akwangi shule from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday kirudi. And then they used to do like promos za alikuwa anafanya za Jamison, anafanya za Black Label. Hizo unapewa hizo unapewa 4,500 per night. So in 4 days she makes like almost 12,000. So every Monday anakuja shule akona 12k, which is a lot of money. Unajua?
No, she's making 18,000.
Yeah. 18,000.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's 4 nights, right?
Yeah, 4 nights.
9k every 2 nights.
Yeah, so she's making
So
18,000 every Monday.
Yeah.
Na sasa I was like, hapana, mi by them nionyeshe venye mnati. So the only thing she didn't tell me ni hizi jobs zinataka watu
Like,
I think I don't know, she didn't just say it. So later ndio akaniambia, guy, aki by the way, huo madhe anakuanga tu hivyo. And then
like
more
light skin women don't see
They don't know.
They don't know. Because umepata job, so una assume to umepata job. So someone else being affected by that, you're like, you don't know.
That happens.
You don't. I don't think they really know.
Yeah.
Most of them.
So it really, I don't know, hakuni show whatever, but now she was the funny thing about that job is the woman mwenye alikuwa anachagua watu ni mdak. Unajua yeye alikuwa, I think wanaitwa region, sijui amesimamia region ya Rift Valley. So I think she was the region head or management or whatever. So yeah, that is what happened literally according to me. So the next time my friend now sasa yeye akaenda akakuwa the boss, akaenda akachagua kama team leader. So as a team leader you can actually choose your team. So she used to just call me, Akaniambia by the way kuja niko na job leo. So that's how I got, and once you already get inside, I think tu kuingia siku ya kwanza ni ngumu. Ukishaingia kwa company mmejuana. Hata sasa you don't go for auditions. Unapigiwa tu uko available leo kujufanya job. But my first experience was huyo madhali niambia zina. Imagine nilitumia tuseme for example Njoro to Tao was like 100 bob. Mbaki na hiyo ruabe. Nimetumia hiyo so nikijua narudi home na maybe hata 3000 or 2500 because ina depend. If you want to know how deep it goes, later wasichana wenye walikuwa wanachaguliwa madakskin wanauza mabia. On God, madakskin mnaitwa mabia. Magini Staska hizo. Jameson, Jack Daniels hizo. Unatu madem light skin. Unajua. So yeah, it's super crazy. Mimi nime get to experience that. Joby, did you experience like colorism?
I have, just from not getting a job.
Okay.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
There's a product.
From getting a job, that's specifically what it was, but it was favorism. Like, we had some sort of favorism. So, that's when I understood, like, I'm not even, like, I don't fit the complexion. I always consider myself a little bit, like, light. I don't fit. But at the same time, I understood, because I remember kuna kadem tulikuwa tunasoma nako primary. She was a Kamba, then she was super light. So she understood the light skin privilege. Like alikuwa anajua, because teachers used to favor her a lot. Atachelewa, atachapa. These among the top 3 students, who one of them was being defiled by the teacher. Yakwe number 1. Ndio ikakuja kujulikana baadaye. But there's some literally when you're like the pretty skin privilege. That's not a pretty privilege, because most of the light skin, they say most of the light skin people are not pretty. I don't know why. I don't know if it's true.
Some,
yeah. But that's not a pretty privilege. It's just a mindset. It's you know, this works in the society has put this, especially men, or men ensure like light-skinned women are better than dark-skinned women. So there's that privilege of, like, it's always there. Utapatani kuna mademu utaenda, kuna nyata labda probably ukienda hapo alikuwa anajua. Like huwa amekuja hapa kudu. Huwa hata chaguliwa.
And you know when you get
those who know,
when you get to like women, I don't know if it is the first time, but mimi nikipatanga like I don't know, women wakipatana for the first time, it's hard to actually have that first time conversation. So kila mtu amekaa tu kivyake, wenye wanajuana ndio wanaongea. So mimi nilikuwa tu na best yangu, yeye hajaniambia chochote or anything. Yeah, so I get it.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So let me play this video as we let Kvmlesh give his perspective after this video.
Comments. Naonanga negative comments nikisoma comments kwa pages wameni post ndio naonanga the negative comments on my page. They delete that shit. I don't see that shit. So nikapo zile kwa comments kuna time ningeamka usiku before waamke waanze kufanya kazi wa delete negativity. Naona when most na sijui unafanya nini, when most like you're not allowed to, because I'm soft spoken. When most to be talking like that, when most in fact want accent, say you want to see an accent, you want to agenda nice schools. No, like ukikuwa most kuna vitu vingi apparently you're not allowed to be smart. You ufai kuwa na akili, ufai kuwa na sauti poa.
That girl say
y'all don't, it's true though.
Y'all don't talk nice because y'all went to shitty school.
Mtu amesomea Kikuyu una expect I'm just being honest.
What if they're not Kikuyu?
Okay, they're low.
But tumesomea Kikuyu.
No, I'm talking about the real Kikuyu, studying in Kikuyu.
The accent also.
Yeah.
You know.
Mtu amezaliwa Gatondo, alafu ameenda shule ya mtu amesomea bado Gatondo na ni mwalimu.
Now, let's expand this whole topic of bad school.
But that is so true.
Are we trying to say, no, let me finish. Are we trying to say that rural schools are bad?
No, I'm not saying they're bad.
Okay.
That's not what we are talking about. Listen.
No, because she said good schools.
No,
so which are the good schools and the bad schools?
Maybe yanasema they are really bad schools though. Mimi nakwambia the first time I went, because mimi nilienda
Osiepa Friends Secondary School is bad.
Preparatory. Sijui what preparatory. Shuododiang. Preparatory school. I was telling these people the first time I went, because mimi nilisoma like I studied in the city. I studied in the city, right?
Yeah.
So my dad wanted me to get the scholarship. So I can register kwa shule ushago because they were only taking women from
Ocha.
yeah, from that area, like huko kwetu. So if it is like Mbita, they're taking only young women from Mbita. Now ulifaa kukuwa unafanya KCSE hapo, they check with your results. So I had to register there. So the first time, this is me going to that school for the first time. Mi peke yangu nilikuwa na viatu na socks. And on God, you could tell. Assembly, I was shocked. Unaona mmesimama hivi? Na shine. Unataka usi wa hapa. Katikati ya almost 500-600 students.
It was just you.
Yeah, you can point me out.
That one is healthy.
Unajua, and I'm not saying wengine walikuwa na viatu, but and then unajua niko na tafis your time. And then I have the
sometimes.
Yeah, and then wow, wameva maybe ngoma ama akala.
Ngoma jai hit.
Ama akala. Uji ngoma? You know ngoma, right?
Ngoma jai hit by the way. Hatujai pata hiyo ngoma.
There is this one that the government also used to give students when walikuwa na nini ya mguu. Sijui kama nyinyi mlikuwa mnazipata shuleni.
Watu walikuwa wanapewa viatu.
Toms, watu walikuwa wanapewa toms.
So apparently I was telling Keith yesterday.
Toms zina kaka ni light, zilikuwa zinakuja in red.
Kvmlesh.
Red and white.
Rich privilege.
No, miss kwa atakuwa ipewa viatu.
Kwanza public
that's
walikuwa
rich privilege.
wanapeana. Gava ilikuwa inapeana toms.
We were so happy.
What are toms though? Like how do they look? Can you pull up like toms?
You can definitely see them. Let me see.
They were really kind of cute by the way.
They were so nice. Ni kama ngoma.
Ngoma Fridays. Tuanza kupanga Fridays.
Toms rubbers.
Monday to Thursday we were
Wait,
school.
the government gave, where are my shoes, government?
I think maybe walikuwa napeana kwa public.
It was through white people though.
Ndio hizi sasa sio hizi zinakaa hivi.
They were black.
Ndio hii kulikuwa na black, kulikuwa na red, mimi nilipata za red. You don't know toms. Colored. Tulikuwa napewa di red.
No. But ngoma ndo zilikuwa colored.
Mimi nilipata toms ya red.
Tulikuwa di batangoma.
No, but ngoma ndo zilikuwa colored. Kwanza ya red ilikuwa the sweetest, it was so cute.
Imagine mimi sikuwa
but
tunapewa
toms was only black.
So tulikuwa pewa, mimi nilikuwa na red and white. So only white, ni red. This is the toms we were given in school. None ya black. Looks like rubbers.
So the reason why.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you get free shoes at school?
Hawakuleta kwa shule ya kina hii.
Oh, by the way, I thought maybe the government is generous to everybody.
It was mostly I think walikuwa najaribu kupeana, maybe walianza na rurals because now maybe most of them
kama nilisomea rural area.
Nilisomea rurals like class 8. Si niliregister huko, so walikuwa napeana huko.
Okay.
And then also going back to the city, public schools walikuwa nawapea. The public schools ilikuwa free. Most of them don't have maybe viatu ama viatu zao zimechapa survive sana.
The reason why mostly toms were brought, let me tell you, shout to Keith, he was shocked in Shanghai they don't know jiggers. Remember the time there was jiggers a lot? In 2010?
Especially in Central Province.
Yeah, I was doing the story when
when Central Province suffers Kenya benefits.
It is because most of the children are suffering from the sandflies. And so unapata watu
jiggers zinaitwa sandflies.
It is caused by sandflies.
Okay.
So unapata most of the kids they are getting jiggers because of lack of shoes, because most of the times hata ushishoenda places zingine unapata mtu watcha 24/7 ako tu mguu tu go like how
hadi miguu zao sikizi na kanga
aje bado unaona hivi
and they're so used to that, which is not okay. So that's when white people launched, I think, which I don't know which organization came with
it was
this.
not your
Government collaborated because it was
done.
white people always, for us it was white people always coming to give out this stuff.
Nakumbuka tu tulikuwa tunaitwa kila mtu anapewa
hizo Bibles are blue.
Bible pia tulikuwa tunapewa Bible, the small one, the New Testament tulikuwa tunapewa
hizo. Kulikuwa na zingine kulikuwa na fancy Bibles zingine zilikujanga hadi. If you're in a government school, literally some of us benefited a lot during
you all got like free Bibles.
Yeah.
Isn't that indoctrination though?
Yeah, it is, but at that time uko na jiggers.
So jiggers na Biblia zinahusiana aje? We can pray the jiggers away.
The Bible is because you study, of course,
CRE.
So you'll need references every time you guys are doing CRE classes, because these are gonna come into exam.
I agree. Yeah, so
instead ya textbook unakupatia Biblia mzima.
So ukielewa like good schools. Okay. I think what she's actually talking about, her, maybe, I don't know Penyali Soma, but you can definitely tell a difference. Like, for example, let's say somebody who has studied in an international school, right?
Yeah.
And somebody who has studied in a Kenyan system, like normal Kenyan school. There's a difference. There's a difference in maybe language. There's a difference. Aya, mtu mwenye amesoma like maybe a national school.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not pointing at you, but me sijui
No,
ulisoma
but you
national
are.
school.
I am not. I hereby my Fifth Amendment. Whatever.
Ulisoma national school ya Ushago.
Soma kia Michael.
I wanasimanga? What's the, I don't have to answer this question.
Soma kia Michael.
Statement. Yes, I was an
Ilikuwa
national school.
So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, whatever she's saying, Kvmlesh, is true. Funati, we're talking about
No,
colorism.
but I've met people from schools that weren't fancy and still spoke good English.
It's not even about that. I think too.
No, but she's saying about how her
Maybe,
accent,
yeah, accent
and whatever.
There are people when you watakwambia tu kuna tu wa mafala, and then there are also haters, because she's talking about on her page haoni hizo shit, like those bad comments, hizo comments mbaya anaona tu kwa vlog,
kwa page yako,
kwa vlog
TikTok,
kwa vlog akiona ametrend pahali ndio anaona watu wanaandika hizo comments mbaya, una get. But I don't know how it would get to somebody so much mpaka uamue acha ni change skin tone, unajua, like.
No, but you know,
like
lack of confidence. If you've not grown up with confidence, especially coming from your parents, because there are parents who, I'd say colorism will start from home. Kuna mzazi utapata anaambia mtoi kwenda kwa ni mweusi kama babako, kwenda kwa ni mweusi kama watu wa kwenu, kwenda kwa sijui, and that gets into a child's head, because like, so is it bad to be black? Is it bad to be this dark? You know, especially for a girl. You know, men, I don't know if that never affects men. I've never seen that, because men or
the
boys
opposite,
majority.
hata waongeleangi juu ya colorism, it's the opposite.
oh yeah, tall, dark, and handsome.
Oh yeah, but it's not that much of a big deal for men.
Yeah, I'm saying,
It's
yeah,
really
because
rare.
and then looking at boy child ni mtoi ukiangalia, me the way I've seen, like growing up with my siblings, boy childs are, I don't care. Exactly. I've seen also that with my brother. Utamwambia kitu the next 5 minutes ashasahau. Hata imsumbui. Wewe umebaki hapo inakusumbua wewe kwake hata ashasa. That's my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always pacing. Like, I've just told you something 5 minutes ago. To you it doesn't matter, but to me it matters. You've already forgotten. And that's why I find it so easy for men to move on with some shit. For women, it is hard because we're emotional. Exactly. And then looking at, as a girl, especially like growing up, we have dolls to play with. Personally, I grew up with a lot of, I loved knitting, like ngoza doli sana. Like, I don't know how I did to become like a tailor. Somehow, nilijiuliza recently because I really loved knitting.
Maybe you are not that
clothes
sweet.
for dolls. I think I lost it because of being moved from Nairobi to Shago and all that. So I lost
You'd
all
have been a
that
really swift tailor though.
childhood connection with myself. I think if it's making sense. Like,
You're Taylor Swift again.
so like as girls to grow up na unachana to doli nywele nini. That's why you find a girl even at a young age, when she gets her hair done, she's feeling sassy. Like, she's just feeling pretty. Atashinda amejiangalia kwa kioo, wanna play with the beads and all that. And then you have someone who's poked every time you do something wrong, they're gonna tell you kwenda uko ni mweusi kama babako. So how are you supposed to feel the prettiness in you? So that confidence, I feel like, is broken literally from the household where you're coming from. If you grow up with parents who have killed your confidence, that's gonna be hard for you to even like ever believe if someone tells you you're beautiful, because it's not what you've grown up with. Like, there are people I've seen, kuna mtu tamwambia they're pretty, they're like, for real? You're like, kwani ujijui? You know, and I've seen that personally. Like, I really, even mtambia mtu you have a pretty name, like ajazoea kuambiwa hivyo. Me, I compliment people's name a lot because I get mine complimented. I'm like, you have a really unique pretty name. Like, thank you. Like, yeah, it's what I expect. Say thank you, but at the same time, it's the exaggeration of you don't believe who you are or what you are. So it's just the confidence being killed. I feel for me, it's just from childhood, from the background that you've been raised. So that's why you'd have this affecting you easily, even when it comes to social media. Because if you have confidence, nothing is gonna trigger you. Yeah.
Still talking about that, just relating to this.
Nothing can piss me
Who
off.
do you think you are in this house? Nini akina nani kwa hivyo sasa? Do you know you are nothing to me? Unajua hivyo? I can do without you. I think you
What's
cannot do
happening?
without me.
So this is a Kenyan mom
Yeah.
says hurtful words to her kids. Unajua akiwagombeza and stuff. Wenye ni nani? Mnajua you're nothing. You're whatever. You know the way, and it goes back to parenting. Unajua vitu kama hizo ukiambiwa wewe ni mjinga kama babako. That gets into your head.
This is a mother speaking to her kids.
Yeah, that's a mother speaking to her kids literally.
Those are the words I grew up with now. Actually worse. It was worse. Mbwa wewe, malaya wewe. Unafikiri unanisaidia na nini? Endo kapima ukimwi, endo ka. And then you're like, why are you talking like this? I'm a slave actually in your house. Because I think looking at this video I was looking at some of the comments. Mtu mwingine akasema watoto waobey wazazi wao, by the way, so long as you're living under their roof. That is the BS we've been given, and that's the BS that this is what this woman is thinking. Just because you pay rent and someone is living under your roof doesn't give you a right to disrespect them. Either whatever way, okay, you shouldn't.
No, but I hope.
If you can't raise them, take them. Wachana na hawa. Kuna watu long kwanza mama akambo kama wezi lea mtoto wa mtu achana na yeye. What is it you have to do it for, to please your husband, but ama wakaya hapo ndio wafreshe na nini? Because you saw, I don't know if you saw a video, I don't know if you saw the picture going viral of a child aligongwa msumari na stepmother kwa kichwa, and they are now in Kenyatta ICU were awaiting for operation. This is the type of bullshit we're talking about. Mjana hiyo picha? Mtoto amegongwa msumari katikati, amegongwa msumari na nyundo katikati. They're waiting for operation.
Mama Kojela.
I have not followed. I couldn't even read the whole thing. I was just so heartbroken. And the moment I just saw stepmom, I just moved it, because it's not the first time it's gonna happen. It's not the first time it's happening. It's not the second time. Stepmoms have been doing cruel shit to children, and they left your video. It's just so crazy.
Wait. I just want to say, I hope she's not talking to daughters, and I hope that if it's sons as well, they understand that those words have no meaning.
But you know, when they're kids, when they're kids, Kvmlesh, a kid, they don't understand. Tukisema ananielewa, si wote wataelewa. Kuna wengine itagetea into their heads. Like one example yenye nimeona, maybe like, for example, I'm raising a kid, right? Na nimekosana na baby daddy. Utasikia unaambiwa kila siku, wewe usijisura kama watu wa baba yenu, usiji nini kama. That thing gets into your head so much as a kid. It comes to affect a kid. So even saying, I hope they don't understand that they're kids, they're just kids. There is a possibility of maybe one who was smart enough ajue, they don't mean it.
Like mtu hii aligongwa msumari hadi akwa na bleed. Like that's how bad it's. Kichwa tu it's like iko inafura.
Mimi walikala.
Your mom.
Mimi walikala.
Na amebeba nyumba.
Mimi walikala. Mimi walikala kid. Am you are wife? Unanisimamia hapo, unanishautia maji unataka. Wewe baba unaweza ukafiki beyond diagnosis. Nilikuwa mgonjwa. Na usaje?
Amebeba nyundo, anaambia hivi.
Na mtoto anamwambia nilikuwa
mgonjwa literally.
Sasa kuwaka hiyo. Mimi nakwambia. Sitakuwaka mmoja na kumaliza na wewe. Hii nyumba ni yako. Hata deserve respect. Unasikia mko na chua, mko na ideas. You can do what you want.
That's what I
Sio kwa sisi.
Unasikia
Wewe unataka kupata pesa ninataka sio kama unataka. Hata deserve respect. Mtoto aina gani?
I don't know. There's someone who once said, I don't know, it's not good to beat your parents, but it's gonna get to a point where children are gonna start beating parents. Trust me. I don't know, because my generation, we generation, especially people my age, it's so many people wametoka kwao kwa sababu ya this sort of behaviors, running away at a very young age because you're seeking help from people outside because your own family is willing to even go to the extent of threatening you to this point, which is so bad. It's gonna get to a point where a boy is grown, utamwambia hivyo, atakurushia ngumi.
You know, I wonder.
It is disrespectful. It's not like it's not disrespectful.
Let me just say
but
this
is also disrespectful. Because it's the crazy part. personally, I remember this used to affect me a lot, Nico. Like, you don't understand that I'm also growing up being an adult. Like, I'm not being younger. Sikui mtu mdogo, so you're gonna keep on pointing your fingers at me. Hiyo kidole nafaa ikunjwe. You're not gonna keep on doing this at me every single time. It's gonna get to a war, and we're gonna fight. And we fight, of course, at the end of the day, no what I win. I mean that talker. I'll be forced to move because you're not willing at any point to listen. I remember me personally, there's a time, this story too of gonja. Parents, I don't understand why parents don't believe when you're sick. That is something else. Because some parents, especially if they're financially stressed, they think you're lying. You know, that is what probably is happening to this lady. This is so crazy. You need to understand teenagers, or once your child gets into a teenagehood group or age, you need to listen more and be attentive. Stop yapping or thinking raising your arm and your voice is going to change the situation. You need actually to be in the right mindset of understanding, because this is someone trying to find themselves. This body changes, mentality is growing. Exactly, mentality is growing. The hype, of course, is there. Kwanza, I like it. I wish like I really enjoyed it. Like the hype is so amazing to have it, and just let them be. So long as wambe what is right, because that is what personally I experienced. My mom told me, yo, ufanye hii ujinga utapata ball. Ukifanya hii utapata ball. Wewe kama mwanaume ufanye hivi utapatia demo mtu ama mtoto wa mtu mimba. Sitaki kesi kwa nyumba yangu za wasichana umepatia mimba. Wrap your shit up, do whatever you're doing outside there, understanding you are an adult now, not a kid. And anything you do is you're responsible for it. So you have to be very careful. With that understanding, unataka kuniambia watu ni wajinga. Unless just someone wants to destroy their lives, of course kuna watu watachukua different paths. Yes, iko. Kuna mtu ata drop out shule. Kuna watu ata get pregnant at wakiwa high school. But that is like, does that mean life has to stop?
Exactly.
Life is not stopping because of that. You need to change your mindset as a parent.
I don't know. I'm going through these comments and I'm just thinking, I think me nimekuwa open, just reading through the comments because I wanted to say something kwa ndani mimi ndo nitaka off, right? So I want to actually, let's think about this. I don't know nyi mmereziwa aje, but I feel like generation ya wazazi wetu, the sort of punishment they used to give kids or mlikuwa mnapewa home, it's not even about step or not. Ni mzazi wako lakini vitu venye nakupiga, it becomes super different. I'm going through a lot. Most of the people nasema hii hata si kama sisi mama yetu alikuwa anatuambia hivi, mimi nilikuwa napigwa sijui aje. I just remembered my childhood, right? I've grown up in a family of disciplinarians. My dad was, tumezaliwa sijui niseme aje, unajua venye estate inakuanga ni nyumba mingi and then gate ni moja. So in that estate it's like a community. So they would choose huyu anasimamia huyu anasimamia. My dad was in charge of discipline. So watoto walikuwa wanaletwa hadi kwetu. Mtoto wake akikushinda na ile nyasa watoto wameshindwa kulelewa kwao, wanaletwa kwetu. So my dad will be the one, the first time anamuongelesha. Uletwe mara ya tatu utapigwa. It doesn't even care if it's your kid or not. Unajua. So you can imagine if that type of person who is not a member of the family, sasa wewe mwenye uko kwa hiyo familia, si tulikuwa tunapigwa ukisikia gari na ingie hivi na unajua, and then there are watu few ndio wako na gari kwa esto. So you'll definitely cancel. Hata usipoangalia ni udangu walai kukimbia kwenda kwa nyumba, you pretend you have books. It's more of fear than more of openness. So una get like kuna tu alafu you would know even if you were playing, even like the playing party didn't like. So mimi nakumbuka kuna time nilipigwa, nilichapwa nikafungwa kwa ceiling. I've always said that. Imagine with my own dad, alinifunga the whole night, alinifungulia around 3 a.m. I remember my younger brother, ako class 3, alikuwa anachapwa na nyaunyo. Unajua ile ya ng'ombe, like, na ni mtoi sijako class 1, niko like usinafuata umpige na slippers, ataka nikupiga, but ni nyaunyo, uko like, what the hell, unapata mistake, maybe nikisije tungeambia mtoto hivi na hivi. So you end up more fearing than loving your parents. So unapata hata hiyo relationship ungekuwa nayo hauna na wao. And that's why I feel like older generation, that's what they knew. Apart from even home, school, before waanze kusema eti acha kupanish watoto ama acha kuchapa. Mimi nilikuwa nachapwa shule, like tulikuwa na room fulani inaitwa theater. high school.
Wanakuoperatia.
Wamesimama hivi, walimu kama 7, 8, mnapita huyu anakupea zako huyu. Ukitwa theater you know
your kiboko.
Yeah, there are times.
Oh my god, it was
like
so bad. It was really bad. Mkiingia hivi your room, ukishaitwa umeitwa theater, you know you're just going theater, like we gave it the name theater because wanaenda kukutheater huko. Unajua they are really going to kukumaliza. For real, they were operating you in there. So you can, and I feel like that is why the minister, was it Kalonzo Musyoka? Not Kalonzo Musyoka.
No, definitely not.
Mutula Kilonzo, exactly. May rest in power. Alitoa hizo kuchapa. Na ilitolewa immediately mimi nilimaliza form. By the time namaliza nilisikia vibaya. I was like, why? Unajua, so ukirelate your time and then uangalie walimu wetu ni age mates wa wazazi wetu. So I want to like compare that mindset, and that's why unapata right now, because mimi nilikuwa naendanga kwa nyumba zingine nashangaa venye wazazi wanaongelea, nasema hii huwezi pata kwetu, unajua hii no you can't. And then
that was you.
Yeah, mimi nikienda kwa watoto wengine niko like baba, sisi kwetu hakukuwa na hiyo. It was like tag love, beating. You know, unajua unapenda uko tu like hii ni
mapenzi ni kununuliwa nguo.
Hizo unajua like hakukuwa na ITCG.
Aulize how you feeling.
No, usemi hadi unauliza kama umepita mtihani. Siku ya kupita mtihani unabaiwa kitu ukiwa top 5. But after that kuja sijina aje unapigwa.
Kuja number 6 unatandikwa.
Unapigwa vibaya, unapigwa shule na unapigwa tena home. So personally mimi nimepitia hiyo type even at home. Unajua punishment kwanza, let's talk about that. So I'm going through the comments and a lot of people actually saying ingekuwa kwetu. And I feel like that's why each generation ina raise kids, ina raise na a different mindset. I raise kids na unaweza pata it's more of stop beating, it's more we can conversate to get in
because you know they understand.
Exactly,
right?
They understand. You don't have to kwanza mimi naonanga mtoto amefanya kitu kidogo mtu ashachapa mtoto. Mbona unachapa mtoto? Huwezi tu mcorrect vizuri asikie. For me inani traumatizing by the way, and I think kenye nimezoea inani traumatize from childhood. So hadi nikiona mtu anafanyia mtoto hivyo, hizo vitu zinanikuja niko like nasikia vibaya for the kid more.
Violence actually complicates the situation even more because in an ideal situation it should never even be an option. Okay, like in an ideal situation, violence in the family should never be an option at all. Like you should never really get kids used to, because it represses their ability to communicate. It represses their ability to even connect and feel like part and parcel and like valued members of the community or the family. And just to expand on this, whatever, like you see, these are the kind of parents unapatanga watoto waliwaeka kwa hizi old people homes. Alafu ndio wanakuja wanatokea wanasema hata watoto wangu sasa siku hizi hata wakujangi kuniona, waliniacha, niko na watoto 5, but you don't tell them when you treat our watoto when wewe ulikuwa na nguvu. Okay, when they had nothing and they lived in your house, you were a tyrant. Now when you're 80 years old, umefinyika, huwezi jifanyia kitu yoyote, wamekuacha kwa whatever home, unachapwa na those watu wa kukulinda, kwa sababu unachapangwa mangoto mbaya ndio wakule, unaachwa hadi na mafi yako for days ama vitu kama hizo. Unakuja watu wanasema watoto wangu ndio walinileta huku, but this is what you did to those kids. Like why will such a child come and help you in your old age when umemwambia you're nothing to me, I can do without you? You know how those words will always ring in that child's, because that child is not young. Amesema mko na ID. So those are kids that actually understand and will remember this scenario. Okay? That child is saying I was sick. Okay? This woman is probably on the menopause inamsumbua, probably aliachwa na bwanake, sawa, ako hapo hivyo ni kutu, menopause, kila kitu mbaya, hormones, sexually frustrated, sawa,
feels unloved sababu anakaa potato. Na get yani. Nobody hata shaimwambia hi for the last 5 years. Sawa, namba yako nazo tu ni za kanisa na watu wa kwaya. Sawa, na wanamuombanga tu pesa. Kuna hata mwenye anamwambianga ni aje si nikuje nikusoti ile maneno yako unakaanga tu umekasirika kila time. Again. So like she feels unattractive.
She's
Kids,
frustrated.
yeah, her kids look like they have other things going on. They don't really care about what she's going through because they are young. They are 18, 19 years old, right? Probably 20. Okay? Because those are the kids that will still put up with such behaviors at home. These are the type of behaviors that will get people put in old people homes in their old age. And there's nothing you can do. And this child moved on, forgot about you, got married elsewhere, married elsewhere. Okay? Wakiuliza mama yake wanasema mama yake alikufa. And you're still alive. This is the type of energy that gets kids killing you while you're still breathing.
Personally, I've been one of the people who have said, especially recently, I've just been detailing every hurt that I've gone through, every word by word, because just recently I had my stepmom calling me asking me for some favor. And I'm like, bitch, you never helped me when I needed help. You actually watched me suffer, and you ensured I suffered more, because every time I could be kicked out, you helped me get out by giving out my shit. Now you want shit from me, okay? Instead of you trying to help me come back home, actually ulikuwa unapeana manguo, unagawa zingine unachukua, unapewa watoto wako, a whole lot of crap too. Looking at my dad's words and everything, and I'm like, man, to hell. Hadi nikasikia, because they always say be careful with words you say, right? I don't think I've said this before, but I was telling a friend recently, there's some words I've said before about my dad, and if anything was to happen to him today, he says kanyaga mazishi yake, and that's just it. Na hivyo nitabaki. Like, cause for what? Number one, itanisaidiana. To go pay respect to your for what? Alinisaidiana nini? If it's literally taking me to school, that was your responsibility. Because these are the same words he used to tell me. You ain't nothing. Hautawahi nisaidia. So the fact leo sasa kusaidia, sasa mbona unataka usaidizi yangu? Ibaki hivyo hivyo. Wewe ni umbwa, wewe si mtoto wangu. Same words. So the fact you've already denounced me as a child, what else is left of us as a relationship? Hakuna, see, imeisha. I don't have a parent. Mimi ni orphan. Mimi na orphans hatuna difference. So kila mtu na maisha yake. And I feel like one thing people need to start understanding, stop feeling guilty, because there are people who will go through this, and then after they grow up, mtu amemake it, anarudia wacha niende nisaidie mamangu, sijui nitoe mamangu kwa block. Fear huko. I would give zero shit. Trust me. Even if my mom was here today and she was shitty, I wouldn't give a shit. But thank God I really had a good mom, and that's when I understood I had a shitty dad. Because from a good parent, I experienced a very bad parent. And that's when I was like, this is not good parenting. Because I'm from really a person who understands. Never puts her hands on me. Like, she'll talk to me. She'll ask me, are you okay? She's concerned. You'll see her concerned. So one thing I feel like children need to, especially black people, this is global, like your parents treat you shitty, then you want to go back trying to help. Stop the guilt. Stop feeling guilt.
Also ni venye pia watu wamekuwa kiambiwa utakuwa, I don't know if you kama mmeisikia utakuwa cast. If you've ever heard of something,
that's just a belief.
So you see, when you grow up, I don't know if you guys had it.
I had
exactly.
In 2021, I remember.
Mtu like, "Fuck, unajua ni kuongelesha back mzazi wangu, sijui kufanya nini, kufanya hivi."
I'm just from telling you my story ya wochi wangu, right? He's very old, and I give a zero shit how old he is. Older than my dad, older than my grandfather. I give zero shit. Wewe ni watchman or siku unafaa ufanye kazi. Kazi hivyo, futwa kazi, enda nyumbani ulale. What the hell are you doing here as an old grandpa sitting here? What are you supposed to help us with? Fuck age. We've been really putting that, oh, ni mzee sijui, we're gonna get cast.
Exactly.
Remember I told my dad, hey, Mose, I call him by his name. Do it. Okay? Can you threaten sijui, I'm gonna curse you, your life is not, you do it. Because as a matter of fact, my life is doing better even with the curses you said you're gonna do previously. So what makes a difference with what you're gonna do right now? You need to stop with the bullshit mentality of religion. This curse term comes from the Bible, you know. Oh, your life is gonna be cursed if you don't do this. Nah, you set the rules of your life, you set the law, and you have to stand on it and be confident. The universe is not lacking. It's the people you're around who are lacking. You need to go and get what the universe has promised you. It's there.
I definitely agree. Unajua kitu naendanga hadi to a point of hiyo story ya kusikia you'll be cast. Hadi hii story ya I don't know ni by the way nikifika kwa gari alafu mtu mzee amekuja sisi mamangu.
Yeah,
that point of
so long gone.
Unajua huyo mzee, but think about it. Ni Kenya, I think watu wamekuwa kiambiwa for a very long time. Not a lot of people who know Joby. Unaona venye unaelewa, wewe unajua what happens, the universe, how it works. A lot of people are still into that shit, and most of them don't know. That's unapata, and to say maybe like it is their Jew, but our Jew, the younger people unaweza sikia nakwambia fuck it, they get out of home really at an early age. And I feel too crap. Wengine wangekana wazazi with all that bullshit to an extent of I can't talk back, I can't say this person is an older person. I only realized that because mimi nilireziwa kwa homestead, nilikuwa naambiwa don't talk back to your elders. Najua, like for example,
so are we communicating then?
Like don't talk back. Ilikuanga ukiambia mtu mdogo wako afanye a question, kama ni kuweka food, the last person kunawa ni mdogo, yeye ndio wa mwisho, yeye ndio atabeba vyombo, yeye ndio atapanguza. Utaisikia kama mtu mwenye anamfuata yuko next, that's the person who does that. You cannot find an elder person doing it. So it's something that me grow now into childhood. To an extent I just realized it's bullshit later when I grew up. Now nishaanza kuelewa, nasema respect is actually earned. You can't actually be disrespecting me in the name of mimi mkubwa wako utafanya nini, unajua? And then eti maybe mtu amekuletea ujinga, eti madhe fulani sijui ni mzee tunaogopa kumuongelesha mama kumgonga. Inaendana tu, like ukinishow disrespect mimi na kushow disrespect. So next time mtu angeza kuongelesha but in the name of, you know, I'm elder than you, I'm bigger than you. There's nothing you can do.
Kuna madharau, umepeleka uzee nyumbani. Toka kazi, rudi nyumbani ulale. We need younger people than you. Unafanya nini hapa, kazi yako ni kulala?
Exactly.
Kuna madharau. I could give zero shit about what you're saying with your crappy ass. Get the fuck out and go back to sleep. So go back home.
It's the age-old question of when is it the appropriate time to hand over the torch to the next generation, because these old people want to keep all the jobs.
That's why Ruto was saying, parents need to watch the way they are educating their children. You heard what Ruto was saying? Or you need to educate your children because asiyefunzwa na mama ufunzwa na ulimwengu, claiming that the Gen Zs have not been raised well.
What about
that's why they're having these behaviors of mandamano.
What about the orphans who don't have parents? They turn out bad.
Simple question. I'll throw that question back at him, right? You have a son that is obviously out here creating.
Alisema amelea wake vizuri.
No, listen. Let's just take it into stock, right? You said that your son is creating public service vehicles that are flaunting and openly disrespecting traffic laws. Is that the sign of a well-raised child? Okay, so before you tell us about what we need to do, how about you do it yourself? You get? Because at some point, you don't really need to listen to every old person. Even fools get old. Okay, just because you have gray hair doesn't mean that you're harboring wisdom. Sometimes you're harboring a head full of foolishness and dumb agendas. You know why? Because you've gotten nowhere in your 70 years in this lifetime. Now you're pressed because you see me winning and you have never been in the position I'm at your entire life. So you're like, kwani huyu maisha yake? Stop being pressed about what I'm trying to do and go get your coffin measured. So, like, come on, man.
Mimi by the I am all for, and as I say this, me by the I'm pressed at the fact that the leader of whatever bado ni atoli. Sawa.
No, inakwanga
whatever our workers. Okay? Like workers, it's still at how old is Atoli? Like when is it when do we pass the torch to the next generation? You know,
Like, and why are you out here trying to put parameters on the young generation and what they can be or how they should react? If you come at me with rhetoric that I find disrespectful, I will disrespect you right back, because respect is a two-way thing. You respect me, I respect you.
No, they want idiots. That's why they claim about we lack respect. This number one, leaders, and then this generation of this kind of parents. They have grown up with the same moronic type of parents, demanding the same thing. That's why they see being questioned is being disrespected.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
me airing out how I feel even when I'm sick, because that is
But
also
that's
another
to get
generation.
you.
Exactly, that's another generation also of grandparents we had. Someone will tell you're sick, they'll tell you get out of my face. You know, that is my dad. Hey, I need sanitary towels. You know, you're disgusting me. You know, that's the type of answer I'm getting. I'm just starting my periods. You're supposed to be guiding me and teaching me things, you know.
Yeah.
So the fact that I've grown up with that type of attitude and aggressiveness being passed to me, what do I know better about being nice to people or being
You offer
conscious about
aggressiveness.
thinking? It's just so, it's crazy, and you need to stop. Like me, I'm gonna slap the shit out. You know what? I'm gonna disrespect the shit out of you, like till you know you deserve none. Get some for yourself first. Earn respect for yourself by understanding how things are supposed to be working. Then you'll get respect from the people who you want to get respect from. Period.
I definitely do agree, because this mentality of respect is a two-way traffic. You have to earn it, you have to receive it. If you don't respect, hata mdogo wako right now, and this is why I love the younger generation, they will tell you in your face, oh,
Yep.
unanibeba. Unajua, like ajali, like I was listening to a woman talking about the difference between Gen Z and millennials, and alikuwa anasema Gen Z atakwambia atakuwa ni boss wake, anakwambia yeye na unanidanganya, nionyeshe penye unatoa hii na hii. Unaelewa? They will not lie to you, they will tell you on your face, this is a lie, unanibeba hivi, unanibeba hivi, on your face. And that is what makes them unique, and that is why the younger generation, because when you look at this thing, most of the people wanasemanga hiyo shit ni watu wazae. Upati watu upati like the younger generation, upati like our age mates wakikuja kuambia mwingine tia sijui nini. It's I can do it, you can do it. Even at my place when my brother comes visiting, I can't get a story ati jiwe ni mdogo, because that is something I've grown with at home. Sasa when you utaosha vyombo, I do it, right? Because it's like a partnership. If I go to his place, he'll treat me the same. So if you get that perspective of actually earning, instead of actually just thinking you can sit on people just because you are older, you get away with it. Hey, unajua unaongelesha mtu mzee hivi, utafanya sijui nini. Let us stop that crap, because it's not gonna work anymore. But just as we come almost to the end of our show, what are your closing remarks, guys?
My closing remarks is respect is earned. That is one thing I do know for sure. Again, confidence. I hope literally to the amazing young parents right now, the current generation, raise your children with confidence of understanding who they are, starting from the skin tone, and then this is not going to break their confidence in any sort of way, even if the society attacks them, because children growing up, they're going to be preyed on, of course, in school, at churches, whatever, in the society, in the community. Kuna mtoto ataona mtoto wako aanze kuongea shit, trying to, you know, undermine them or make them feel inferior, because trying to make them feel like mtoto wangu ni better than or I'm better than whatever. So raise your children with confidence. Don't let them be affected in the future, especially being black, with colorism, so that they can end up bleaching themselves. Let that be a lesson and a generation trauma we're gonna end with this generation. And of course, F the old people, okay? F the old people. Give them all they deserve. Period.
Right. Kvmlesh, your closing remarks. You haven't said that the old people.
Wisdom is acquired through experience, and you cannot teach me what you've never experienced. So if in my young age I've already surpassed what you've done in your old age, you cannot advise me by the way. You don't understand what I'm going through, what I'm facing, or anything that I'm dealing with, because you have never been at the level that I'm at. So you'd never get a predator asking the prey, how do you want to be eaten today? Okay? it just eats what it eats, however it wants. So don't come at me trying to give new silly advice, by the way. And yeah, F the old people.
My closing remarks, there is no criteria to parenthood. Unajua, you raise your kids the way you wish. So your kids are also a mirror of you. So think about that on a very higher note. And if you're not ready to become a parent, please don't give birth to actually go and destroy your kid, mental state, health-wise, or even physically. Be ready as a parent to raise this kid in every way. When utamfunza moral, when utamfunza venye anakaa, when utamfunza kila kitu, including the confidence they need. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Do remember we do this every Tuesday and Thursday, same time, same place. Have an amazing day. Anything else you guys want to say?
Ciao. See you on the rest of the show.